All right, we're gonna watch some more of this ridiculous nonsense. I just rewatched the last episode. Really, oh my god! I don't know how I can take it. This is so pathetic. If you haven't seen the last episode, go watch it. Sam made a video in which he narrates. Yeah. Let's just continue. I mean, it's going to take me a long time to get through this, so let me do a little more.
And I guess I'll elaborate a little bit on the CAT committee as well, because since I've been working with the CAT committee, they, especially for the new board members, they're tenacious, which is a huge.
Yeah, they all voted to have no fare increase. By the way, they were very adamant about the fare increase. So their tenaciousness does no good. He's not going to tell you that in here because it's the board and everything is sunshine and, everything is great. We're doing great. We have it all planned out for you, sirs. They're tenacious. What a
huge plus. They don't take no for an answer.
Well, they just did. Okay. They just did take no. See how much bullshit they sling? This is nothing but lies. The whole fucking board meeting is just defeat. Every bit of it. I've already known that, but for some reason it's irking me more now, ever since this farce on the fare increase. And you saw the dude get up and lie through his teeth. Well, we're on solid financial footing now, since we've got the fare increase. He just lied with a straight face. I mean, that's why he gets paid. That's why these people make so much money, because they can lie to the public with a straight face.
But they help us think of things in ways that we would never think of, making the improvements to TRIMET.
Let me point out for the 1 millionth time, your service has still been cut by 22%. Your service is not back to what it was. Let me redraw the timeline of all of these events, just in case you forgot. TRIMET management, unilaterally, without public hearings, public comments, without Title VI, all of that nonsense, they unilaterally cut 22% of your service. Okay, they took the federal money. It was over $190 million, which was meant to preserve the service. They did not use it for that. They just stuck it in their bank account where it remains today. They unilaterally cut your service. Then they told you for a year and a half straight that they were going to bring back your service. Then they told you that they were going to change your service with this little thing called Forward Together. They changed again what they're telling the public. And now they're going to bring back service over the course of the next 30 years. Meanwhile, everything else is running at 100%, fully funded, never was cut. No administrators lost their jobs. No executives suffered any pay cuts. You're looking at a crime syndicate here who's been lying to you right through this whole thing. Just like the government lied to us about everything. I mean, they're just another piece of government, and the only thing government does is steal our money, lie to us, and then oppress us. That's what government does. It's not the Russians that are our enemies. It's our own government.
Out there. And that is very, it's a very critical piece.
And here he is slinging bullshit about how great they are when they voted unanimously to reject the fare increase. And you spit in their face. And here he is bullshitting like, oh, they're just the greatest. They don't take no for an answer. Yeah, they do.
Test of TRIMET. I want to thank General Manager DeSue as well for your report. I think when the awards are received, it's not just for staff, it's not just for the board, it's for the whole TRIMET family, which is management as well.
It's all lies. The awards are fake. It doesn't mean anything. Go look it up in the checkbook. See how much money TRIMET paid after all fake bullshit.
Labor and the board. And I think we need to all be appreciative of that. because we work together collaboratively as a team, and that's what makes this TRIMET the success it is. So
It's
thank
a
you.
great success that it is, yes. Just keep repeating it. I know most of the public will probably believe it, just like they believe everything else that comes out of the government.
Thank you for your words, Director Edwards. I see no other hands raised, so before we move into the next item on the agenda, I just want to echo some sentiments and the important work that the CAT Committee does. Thank you to all of those involved. Clearly, you are helping us step beyond the compliance mentality of the Americans with Disabilities Act to really understand the broader array of issues that can present obstacles for individuals of all types as they're navigating the system. So thank you for that work. Keep it up. Keep challenging us to make the system that much safer and more accessible. And thank you to all the staff involved in that process, because it really is a village approach that gets us to the point in which other agencies are recognizing our work. So,
other agencies, like who? Nobody's recognizing your work. You're recognizing your work. All of the agencies in this country are a disaster right now. All of them, not just you.
Thank you. And then also, I want to underscore the vision that has been presented. You know, just doing a little bit of back of napkin math here, I realized to get to that 120 million by 2030, we're talking about more than doubling where we currently are right now. I know we're still in a percent of pre-pandemic, but to achieve that goal, we have to exceed pre-pandemic levels. And you know, again, the village approach, it takes us all. So if
God, you're full of shit, Ozzy. You are a fucking bullshitter. It takes a village. It's Hillary Clinton time. He's a shit lib, everybody, along with the entire board. They're shit libs.
If you don't already have your HOP cards, it's a great time to sign up. If you aren't familiar with the Low Income Fair Program, please connect with TRIMET or one of your community organizations. The word is getting out. It's great to see that getting picked up. And for the youths out there, we have a fantastic youth program, so if you're not familiar with it, please tap into the system and start tapping those cards.
Why don't you shut the
All
hell up?
right, so thank you once again, General Manager Dessou. Now, before we move to our standard business this morning, I have a little bit of a surprise. I would actually like to follow the vein of recognitions and recognize our two outgoing board members with some honorary resolutions.
Oh, here we go. I thought they weren't going to. I just said they weren't going to do it, but here they're doing it. The Wicked Witches of the West are going to get their little honorary. This is so putrid. This is worthy shit. Okay.
Here for Dr. Linda Simmons and another for Director Lori Irish Bauman. Now, I don't see them in the room today, so I'm hopeful you'll be catching this online, and you will certainly be.
Yeah, they're not going to show their faces around there after what they did. God, those two are a nightmare.
Getting a copy of your resolution in person. So if you could just entertain me for a second, I'm going to take a sip because there's a lot of words on this piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'd like to begin.
Okay, this is going to be good, everybody. This is going to be good. We're going to listen to the words of the elite celebrating elites and not paying any attention to what they actually did to hurt people and how they're just awful people in general.
Yes, I'd like to begin with the resolution honoring Director Lori Irish Bauman. Pardon me. Resolution honoring Lori Irish Bauman. Resolution of the Tri-County Metropolitan Transportation District of Oregon, aka TRIMET, honoring Lori Irish Bauman for her service as a member of the TRIMET Board of Directors. Whereas the Tri-County Metropolitan Transportation District of Oregon and its board members wish to honor Lori Irish Bauman for her service on the board. And whereas Lori Irish Bauman has been a member of the board.
Why don't you shut up? You're supposed to just read these things by title only. We don't want to hear about all this nonsense. So shut up, Ozzy.
Since June 1st, 2015, previously serving as the Secretary and Treasurer, and serving as Vice President since July 1st, 2021, representing the entire Transit District and her own TRIMET District 4 in Southeast Portland. And whereas, as Chair of the Board's Finance and Audit Committee, Lori Irish Bauman employed her extensive legal experience, financial management skills, and vision for equity and social justice to help guide TRIMET's many financial decisions and assist the agency in maintaining its AAA bond rating.
Oh, yes, it's AAA bond rating. That's all you care about. The AAA bond, that's where they indebt the public without a vote of the public to pay bonds that you never had a shit say in. Okay, the bond that nobody should be able to buy bonds on your back without you having a vote. But they set this up so they can do that.
All three credit agencies. And whereas Lori Irish Bauman demonstrated wise leadership in the 2016 genesis and ongoing development and refinement of TRIMET's annual business plan, resulting in improved financial planning, program evaluation, and consistency in agency decision-making. And whereas Lori Irish Bauman effectively promoted TRIMET's services to senior citizens and riders with disabilities, serving on TRIMET's Committee on Accessible Transportation, CAT, and consistently advocating for diversity and equity in all matters considered by the board. And whereas Lori Irish Bauman contributed careful reasoning and analysis to TRIMET's innovative Forward Together program, helping to equitably restructure transit service district-wide.
Can't take it. I can't take this. I can't take this. Unbelievable.
And provide more timely, regular, and rapid service to transit-dependent communities. And whereas Lori Irish Bauman applied her analytical and strategic skills to help the board evaluate TRIMET's current
This is sickening, man.
and adopt a more reasonable and equitable transit fare model, setting the agency on a
more reasonable and equitable. Like, hey, we're going to fuck the poor. Yeah, we're going to be on one for being more equitable. Look, you poor.
sustainable future financial path. And whereas Lori Irish Bauman served with knowledge, professionalism, dedication, kindness, good humor, and careful consideration of all points of view, consistently providing the board and the agency with a voice for reason and common sense. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the TRIMET Board of Directors and TRIMET staff hereby express their gratitude to Lori Irish Bauman for her generous service. Be it further resolved that a framed copy of this resolution shall be presented to Lori Irish Bauman as an expression of our heartfelt respect and appreciation.
And she was a bitch. And she hated the poor. She was a big police state. She said the police state should be all over the poor. I remember her saying specifically, we can't trust these people. We have to do more to make sure people pay their fare.
Thank you, Lori Irish Bauman. It's proper. Yes.
Oh my God, this, I don't know. I mean, this is really bad. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad board meetings, but this might be the worst yet.
And I have another resolution. Sit tight. And
No.
here, let me regale you with some of the accomplishments from our previous board president, Dr. Linda Simmons. Resolution honoring Dr. Linda Simmons. Resolution of the Tri-County Metropolitan.
What was Neil's? I don't have it off the top of my head, but he had a good quote about her arrogance and disrespect for people who didn't agree with her. She was really fucking terrible, man.
Transportation District of Oregon, honoring Dr. Linda Simmons for her service as a member of the TRIMET Board of Directors. Whereas the Tri-County Metropolitan Transportation District of Oregon, aka TRIMET, and its Board of Directors wish to honor Dr. Linda Simmons for her dedicated and outstanding service as a board member and for her service as board president since July 1st, 2021. And whereas As a longtime member of its Finance and Audit Committee, Linda Simmons applied her extensive administrative and executive skills and experience to help develop the agency's approximately $1.9 billion annual budgets, guide its many financial decisions, and oversee its significant financial investments, assisting TRIMET to retain a solid foundation and maintain its AAA bond rating. And whereas Linda Simmons exercised thoughtful and wise leadership in the establishment of TriMet's annual business plan and its ongoing development, helping all sectors of the agency improve financial planning, evaluate and update program goals, and enhance prudent business decision-making. And whereas Linda Simmons has been a steadfast leader in the development and authorization of many initiatives that have improved transit throughout the district, including the Better Red Max improvements, the Division Street FX bus project, the Hollywood Transit Center improvements, and associated transit-oriented development, implementation of the Reimagining Public Safety Program, responses to the significant changes of the COVID-19 pandemic, and development of the innovative Forward Together program that restructures routes and schedules to enhance transit service throughout the district and provide more timely, regular, and rapid service to transit-dependent communities. And whereas Linda Simmons was a powerful motivating force in investigating the need and capacity for a transit fare increase, promoting the public outreach and education around the proposed changes, and assisting the board and the public to evaluate the essential role transit fares play in the agency's current and future financial well-being, ultimately leading to a board's adoption of a more reasonable and equitable transit fare model and establishing a sustainable future for a financial path for the agency. And whereas Linda Simmons served with knowledge, professionalism, dedication, fairness, and careful consideration of all points of view, consistently providing steady and solid leadership in the face of historic challenges for TriMet and the metro area. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the TriMet Board and TriMet staff hereby express their gratitude to Linda Simmons for her extensive and generous service. And be it further resolved that a framed copy of this resolution shall be presented to Linda Simmons as an expression of our warm respect and appreciation. Thank you, Dr. Linda Simmons, as well.
I can't take any more of this. I can't take any more of this. No.